Assalamu alaikum dear students, I am Jartashi Ahmed, your grade 9 English teacher, and this is my first lesson of the series of 2 lessons. The topic that I am going to deal today is letter writing. Letter writing, my dear students, is an important topic in English writing skills. Everyone must know how to write a letter. In CIE, it comes under the head of directed writing, and as I told you previously that in directed writing only one proposition is given. You do not get any choice. Means that only one task is given and you have to attempt that. Now, there are 2 types of letters, formal and informal. And I am going to deal with the formal letter today. What do we mean by formal letter? By formal letter, we mean the letters that are written to the officials. Or in easy words, we can say that the letters which are not written to the friends and relatives are formal letters. For example, the letter to the principal, letter to the government or government officials, letter to the police, to the local bodies, a complaint letter, or a letter to the editor of the newspaper are all examples of the formal letter. How to write a formal letter? In formal letter, first of all, we write the sender's address, followed by date, after that receiver's address, then the subject of the letter, salutation, body of the letter, complimentary closing is there, and at the end the sender's name, signature and designation are written. These things we may call the ingredients of the formal letter. Now, what do we mean by the sender's address? By sender's address, we mean the address of the person who is writing the letter. The address and contact details of the sender are written in the left-hand corner. After the sender's address, we write the date. The date is written below the sender's address after leaving one space or line. And date should be written like I have written, that is 2nd May 2020. It means that you should avoid writing the date in numerical way. By numerical way, we mean that you should avoid writing 2 for the day, 5 for the month, and after that the year. Try to follow the proper format of the date. After the date, we write the receiver's address. Receiver's address means the address of the person to whom we are writing the letter, who is also called the recipient of the letter. So the address of the recipient of the letter is also written in the left-hand corner below the date, leaving one line or space. This is how you write the recipient's address. After recipient's address comes the subject of the letter. What is subject of the letter? Subject of the letter means the main purpose of the letter. It must be precise and written in one line. Or we can say the subject of the letter is the topic of the letter. Means when the recipient reads that line, he comes to know what he is going to read further. After subject of the letter, the salutation is there. By salutation, we mean how do you address the person whom you are writing the letter. You can write dear sir or dear madam if you do not know the name, and if you know the name, then you can write dear Mr., Mrs. or Miss, whoever you are addressing, and the name of the person. After salutation comes the body of the letter. The body of the letter means the matter of the letter is written here. The body of the letter is divided into 3 to 5 paragraphs. In para 1, you state the purpose of writing the letter, or you can rephrase the given statement. Para 1 is short, not very lengthy, just 3 to 4 lines are enough. After that, you write para 2 and 3 in which you give details of the matter. And in the para 4, you conclude by mentioning what you expect. After the body of the letter comes the complimentary closing. In that, you write yours sincerely or yours faithfully. Yours sincerely is written in that case if you know the name of the person whom you are writing the letter. For example, if in the salutation you have written Dear Mr. Anis, then you will write yours sincerely. But if you have written Dear Sir, then you will write yours faithfully. And at the end you will write sender's name, means your own name, signature and designation if any. Now here you can see the specimen of the letter. You can see that there is sender's address followed by the date, receiver's address, subject, salutation, body, and everything is there. So this is the format of a formal letter. Now there are certain things that you should remember when you are writing the letter. The first one, avoid use of colloquial words, abbreviations and slang language. Then a formal letter should be to the point. And always remember to follow the instructions given in the question about the format. Means if the question states that start your letter from Dear Sir, then you do not need to write the addresses or date in the format. But if any such instruction is not there, then you may include the address and date. So I hope that you understand what we mean by formal letter and what is the proper way of writing a formal letter. Now it's the time for assignment. The assignment today is that you recently bought an expensive t-shirt, but when you washed, the t-shirt shrank, although you followed the washing instructions. That is to wash it in the lukewarm water, dry flat and medium iron. You took the shirt back to the store, but they refused to replace it. You decide to write to the store manager about the situation. In your letter, tell from where and when you bought the shirt, what was the response of the salesperson when you took it back, and what do you want the store manager to do. Cover the above points in detail and remember to follow the format required for a formal letter. I hope now you understand what is a formal letter and how to write it. And I also expect that you will do the assignment and send it to me. If there are any questions, you are always welcome. So with these words, I conclude my today's lecture. Stay safe, stay happy. Allah Hafiz.